Good morning, welcome back to another episode of Life of Lauren. I'm in a fashion show today and I'm on a time crunch to get ready. So I'll explain why I'm in it in a little bit, but for now, let's get into this. I think I have about an hour to get ready, but I'm trying to hopefully do it in 45 minutes. Not sure if that's achievable, but let's try. First, starting off with my hair. Fun fact, I barely learned how to curl my own hair, like using what is this called, a barrel, like 3 months ago maybe. It's always been so hard for me, and I've had to just do a wand. Like, it would always crease, but I finally found out how to not crease it, which is like, I guess I was just clamping too hard and you just kind of have to flow with it. I'm also gonna try to do looser curls today because since the event is so soon, usually I'll do them a little bit tighter and then let them fall throughout the day, but I don't have time to let them fall. So let's see, just let it flow. I do have a ton of hair, but it honestly doesn't take that long to curl now that I don't wand it anymore. Wanding, you have to do like smaller strips, so this is way quicker for me. Basically just finished half of my head. I'm gonna leave these as they are, like really spiraled, until spray them until I'm done with my makeup and leaving the house. That's half my head, super loose. Started from like lower. Now I usually section it off into 3 pieces because like the very top I like to do really, I like a lot slower, a lot more detailed. I don't know. I want to make it look the best, obviously, and everything else I have room to just have so much hair that it's not that important. As long as I like get the front looking super nice, the rest is fine as long as it looks flowy. Okay, so now these are like my longer layers that I need to curl, which these are super quick. Okay, so I can tell it's going pretty well. It's turning out, let's kind of show you. They're just loose. I'm gonna spray, and I changed my mind. I'm going to actually do my makeup while my hair is out of my face. And those last pieces in the front, I'll do right before I leave. So there is the hair for the most part. I do want to change this a little bit because my hair creases really bad. So do something like that. Now the makeup. I want to go through a little bit my new makeup process because, guys, I used to be really bad and I feel like I'm finally getting the hang of it. I changed a few things, like the process and order. I changed the process and order in which how I do my makeup, and I feel like that's changed a lot. Let me get everything out. I'll explain some of my products. Only flaw right now in my makeup routine is that things are probably very expired. I'm probably really due for some new stuff. Anyway, so in terms of like going out makeup and something for an event like this, I'm definitely gonna use a full coverage. Usually I'll do like the e.l.f. Halo Glow, but that's just not gonna cut it today. Also, I'm starting to like this less and less. I can't remember why because I haven't used it in a minute, but just every time I haven't like loved my makeup. But this Estee Lauder, I go back and forth. Sometimes I don't like this one and sometimes I love it. I used it the other day. I totally loved it. I already put like a base and everything before I came because I'm at my mom's because she's watching the baby. But I'm gonna go in right away with foundation, and I'm gonna put more than usual since it is like a big event, you know. So I just kind of, I like to put it on my brush. Spread it out. Still, remember my last video I talked about I had bug bites? Like, I still have those. It's taken forever to go away. Do my foundation, and then I'll use a beauty blender after. beauty blender is in perfect condition. I wet it like an hour ago. Going to blend that all in. A trick someone taught me, which I'm like, that's so true. They said if you don't want to have like cakey looking makeup, definitely like avoid the nose. So I didn't even put foundation on my nose yet. I'm just gonna use like whatever's left over, which is very minimum, and do my nose like that. But that's like, I keep the nose so like minimum product, because if it looks cakey, then I don't know, your whole face looks cakey. Maybe this is a known thing, but I used to do concealer at this point, which that's not the way to go. Now I do, what is this called? Bronzer? Cream? I have no idea. Bronzer. This is bronzer. And so I do my bronzer and I do my blush, and then I do my concealer after, because it gives a way cleaner look, like way cleaner. It used to look like there was just no order, like everything was everywhere, but this gives you like that color you need, and then you clean it up with concealer. I'll show you. In the meantime, while I'm spreading this all out, let's talk a little bit about some of our summer plans coming up. I'm so excited. We have 2 trips planned. My mom was like, why 2 trips? And I'm like, you know, people all the time, older people who carry lots of wisdom, always, even when I got married, like people were like, our greatest advice is travel. Everyone says to travel. People, you know, a lot of people, like when they're coming to the end of their life, like the advice they give so often is to see the world. Go do what you want to do. Like don't wait on life. And so that's how we feel about it. We're like, let's just go see things. We're going to Seattle, and everyone's like, for what? We're like, 2? Just 2? Because we want to see it, you know, we save. And that's super, I don't know, I'm just super excited to see Seattle. It's something we've always wanted to see, and why wait? If we have money saved, if you can take the time off, if I have the freedom in my schedule, why wait till kids are older? Why wait till it's perfect timing? Like, just gonna go. Anyway, after that, in like middle of June, we are going to Hawaii. Super nervous about a plane ride for that, because so far, like, Elijah's still a little bit on the struggle bus with sitting still for a long time, and that flight is gonna be 7 hours, which, yeah, so super nervous, but I don't want to let that fear stop me from doing things I want to do, because then you just become resentful, and we're not going to do that. So that's what I want to do. It's worth it to potentially have, you know, one hard flight and lots of good days and memories while we're there, versus not going at all because of that fear of him not having a good flight. And he could have a good flight. I'm going to prepare for the worst, take all the snacks, but expect the best. Okay, so we have the bronzer. I put some up here, I put some here, and then I put a little here. Now I'm gonna go in with my concealer, which I used to do so minimum. Like, I used to do a tiny bit. I'm actually gonna add a little bit more bronzer. And the key is honestly to add more. If you want that, like, that look, that really clean makeup look, you do have to add a little bit more. You don't want to look like you have tons of makeup, but you want to look, I want to look like just a clean cut. I don't know. So yeah, I used to put like dots, tiny dots, and now I kind of know more or less what my skin needs. So these are way thicker. Like, I'm telling you, I used to do like that. Okay, you see the difference? And it really makes a difference. Especially now that sometimes I do get, there's certain spots now I know that I like to look a little bit lighter, and I like for some spots to look darker. So there's that. Now I take my beauty blender and I blend them in. So you see how it's already looking so much cleaner. Hopefully the camera is picking that up, but it just looks way more put together because you have like that contrast between where it was darker with the bronzer and blush, and then where it cleans it up and makes it just look way, like the makeup looks way more precise and where it should be. I like to do along my nose, on the sides, but again, not too much on the nose, not too much. I want a little bit of light makeup up here. I kind of want to blend together where I put bronzer and where my foundation goes in. And I used to really just skip out on this powder, setting powder, but no, that really does help too. Especially I'll be probably taking some pictures today, signing autographs. No, I'm just kidding. And so I do want that to look really clear. I know some people let it like set. Maybe I should do that. Comment if I should do that. I never do that, but if people really think it helps, maybe I should. Just going in those areas. Definitely, it's looking really clean, this makeup. Anyway, let's talk about my trips again. So, Hawaii. I am so excited for Hawaii. This is definitely a vacation we're splurging on a little bit. Let me tell you why. I made a video about a year ago where I was like, you know what? Next year when I have a kid, I want to accumulate so many points on my credit card that we can go on a big trip and like a lot of it's paid for. Well, finally that has happened. I accumulated lots of points. I only use a credit card to pay it off immediately as it's posted. And that paid for almost half our trip to Hawaii, which it's a very expensive trip. So it covered a huge portion, which I feel so grateful for. I feel grateful for just that opportunity to go. I feel grateful that I was able to stay disciplined in not spending that, because there were times where I'm like, well, maybe I can pay off my card with this, or maybe I can splurge on this other thing and use those points to pay it. But no, we held off. I held off, and now we get to experience this. And I'm gonna post right here a picture of one of the places we're staying at. We're staying in Kauai, but this is like, we're actually gonna stay in like a cottage in the jungle. So I'll put it right here. Super excited. Can't wait for that. Can't wait to vlog that. No, I'll be vlogging that for sure. Okay, next, I just sent Sengens. I don't know what this is called. I bought that from someone who like sells makeup, and this is what it looks like. It has those fibers in it, which I love. Oops, a mascara with fibers, because it really gives the illusion of longer eyelashes. This one was, I think, $30. But makeup products last me so long. Like, I'm telling you, I'm embarrassed to say this a little bit, but I've had my foundation for 2 years. I'm due for a new one. I'll admit it, I'm due for a new one. But since I'm not using it all the time, it really lasts me a long time. Okay, I put my first layer of mascara. Sorry, I can't talk when I do my eyebrows. But I'm gonna let it dry before I do my next layer. I just do a really thin layer. I just even out my eyebrows at the bottom. Just make them look, you know, clean. Because otherwise, I don't know. I like my eyebrows. For them. My last video talked about how different they are, but they're different shapes for sure, but I don't mind. Now, if there's any harsh lines, I just take my finger, rub it in. And then the next step I like to do for my eyebrows, just to keep them looking clean, I'll take this brow glue. Sometimes when I'm not wearing makeup, I'll still do this. I'll use the brow glue because it definitely gives them like a clean look. Okay, and then I take my handy dandy comb. I always laughs at me for this. The way I day to day do my eyebrows. I usually don't put anything on my face or anything, but I do this to my eyebrows. It's like, don't you want to use the one that's meant for your eyebrows? And I'm like, no, this is actually perfect. I love the way that it shapes them. Okay, what am I missing? We're almost done. I'm actually gonna add a tiny bit more blush. And I'm gonna try to stay away from this eye area since we already put concealer, but I kind of want a little bit more color today. And then we'll put some highlight. Yeah, I love this shade. These also, for sure 2 years, maybe 3. I've had this mini blush. I don't put a lot of blush, even though I like it, I don't know. I feel like you guys are gonna be disgusted in me, like, dude, get some new products, that's horrible. But I know, I don't know what to tell you, I know. Okay, this was a little bit too much color for me. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I just didn't blend it right. Take this, blend that. Okay, now let's do love this stuff. Let's do my highlighter. The Rare Beauty Flaunt, shade Flaunt. I'll put some there. Again, not too much. For this, I'll just use my finger to spread it out. Okay, take a tiny dab of this. Put it on my nose, but I still try not to put too much on my nose. Right here, above my lip. It's coming together, people. It's coming together. Next, let's take this off my lips. Any excess foundation. Add some more chapstick. I always like to put chapstick under like any lip product I have. And then do the eyelashes a little bit more, curl them, add one more layer. And then I never know, I should do bottom mascara. I don't really like the way it looks on my eyes. I think I like just the tops to be like open. I don't like it to, I feel like my eyelashes on the bottom are kind of long, so it looks a little bit funny with mascara. Let's just leave them. Let's just leave them. Now, setting spray. This thing I need more of for sure because this is so old. It's not even funny. Okay. Now my lipstick. I think we're about to be done with the face, but hopefully you can see that it's cleaner. Maybe those of you who haven't subscribed for a minute can see the difference. Hopefully. This is a MAC lipstick that my mom stole from me from a very long time ago. But I love this shade, and I actually just got it at Marshall's for like $3. Okay, I love this shade because it's like not too bright red, has some orangeness to it, but not too orange. It just makes you like, hello, bright, nice. I love it. Okay, last section of the hair. Just do these tops. Everything else is curled. Actually, they're staying really, really well. I think this is gonna turn out good. I'm excited. I'm a little bit nervous to trip today, for sure. I'm like kind of accepted that it's gonna happen because my dress is pretty long. It's actually my old prom dress, so that's exciting. All right. Definitely don't want to mess up these front pieces and make them too tight. It's the worst thing that could happen because once you get them too tight, then you kind of gotta use a straightener or I don't know, it's just a mess. Let's curl these really quickly. I wonder what time it is. I have no idea. Hopefully not late. Okay, we're on our very last piece. No. Oops. This part didn't come out good. Try to redo it. Oh no, I hate when this happens. Okay, just really quickly. Okay, that's okay. let's spray it and then loosen these. I think it came out good. This is exactly the look I was going for. It's probably the best I've ever curled my hair, so I'm glad I got it on camera. I've been curling my hair since like 6th grade and it's never looked like this before. Okay. I think that's good. Now let's do, from this view, I want to show you guys my makeup from better lighting. So this is the final look. Full makeup routine, my travel plans. I have no idea what time it is. Just as I was like, I don't know why you have a phone if you never have your phone on you. I have it for Instagram. I'm just kidding. So anyway, I need to hurry. I need to get there already. So we'll see you at the event. The reason I'm in this fashion show today is because my mom's on the board for this place in town called Jardín de los Niños, which is like, it provides a lot of services for underprivileged children in our community. And so one thing they do to fundraise for Jardín de los Niños is they have a thrift store, and it's like kind of like an upscale thrift store. They have a lot of really good brands, and to promote that at the gala today that they're having for this organization, they're having us like model different outfits and such that are actually sold there to promote the store. So with that being said, my mom was like, Lauren, will you model for me? She asked me, my husband, and my brother, and we said yes right away. And then last week I was like, Mom, how many people are gonna be there? And she's like, about 300. So I was honestly pretty nervous today, but yeah, I'm excited now. I'm just so excited to be able to wear this. My biggest fear is it has a train, and I'm scared to trip on the train. But otherwise, feeling good.
Our next model, prom season is here, of course, and we've got the gorgeous Lauren Fielder leaving in this stunning white gown with a mini train. It's effortlessly elegant with an open bag covered in blue and silver sequins, available for you to purchase at La Tienda. Let's hear it again, ladies and gentlemen, for Lauren Fielder.
I'm kind of famous. Okay, I did it. It's over with. I definitely tripped multiple times. But Leo said he didn't notice, so I'm not worried about it. And he's shaking his head no. So it wasn't that bad, but this train was killing me because I had to walk a long distance. By the end, I just pulled it up completely, even though my shoes don't really match. But yeah. Okay, from here, guys, I'm gonna go home and pack because we are going to Seattle. We're taking a quick trip there. It was very random, but I was like, you know what? Let's go somewhere. The summer's starting. We have a second trip coming up in the summer that I'll update you on later. But for now, let's go pack for the baby and for myself, and then we got a plane to catch.